What's up guys, Justin with AmericanMuscle.com. You know what time it is. Time for another customer spotlight video. The series where we talk to customers from all over the country about their rides and their modifications. Talk about what they like, maybe what they don't like, and hey, hopefully give you guys some ideas for that Mustang at home. Now today we're talking to a young man named Pete from out west about his very unique color scheme S550 GT, which you guys will see here in a second, but interested to get some backstory on the car and kind of see where this all sprung up from and kind of where the inspiration came from. So what do you say we talk to Pete? Let's go. Pete, what's going on, man? How's life out in California?
Life's good. You know, it's nice and sunny right now. Weather's all right.
Let's talk about the car, man. I think my first question has to be, what's up with the Hot Wheels stuff?
Well, the Hot Wheels wrap, it was something when I was younger. You know, I always loved those little toy cars, and it was like a passion for me. It still is. And like one day, if I finally could, I wanted to build my own replica of a Hot Wheels car. Now what I do with all my extras that I have saved up of the Hot Wheels, I actually carry boxes with me in the car, and I'll hand out Hot Wheels for free to the kids and stuff like that, you know, to hopefully inspire the next generation.
That's very, very cool. I figured there was a cool story behind it, and I'm sure it turns a lot of heads too. Probably gets a lot of attention.
Yeah, everywhere I go.
Let's talk about some of the modifications. I like to start up front because it always is the thing that grabs people's attention. And let's talk about the combination of like your hood and the bumper. Like what's going on with those two mods?
So the bumper is Anderson Composites off your guys' site. I took that in to a local body shop. I can't do paint, but I did the install and everything myself. The hood is carbon fiber hood with a glass, like a see-through glass window in the middle. I just thought it was really awesome. I said, screw it, I'm gonna go for it. So that was the hood I got.
I love it, dude, because when I was at SEMA, can't even tell you how many years ago, VMP had something on their car, Track Attack at the time.
Yeah.
And that's what I saw that, I'm like, oh my God, it looks just like it. And I love it, I think it's awesome. So underneath that really cool hood, let's talk about some mods. You got the PMASK intake, BBK headers, and the car's custom tune, correct?
So I have a custom dyno tune on the car. It's making about 440 wheel. So like 500 motor for what it is, you know. It's got a ported 18 manifold on it, BBK long tube headers with the cat delete mid pipe, and then it's got the PMAS intake on it. Made some decent power with the PMAS. I liked it. Good intake setup. I would definitely recommend it if you want to make the max effort power, you know, for an intake.
Obviously we talked BBK, but those are mated to the AWE track exhaust, which, listen, AWE's right around the corner from us here. I know the guys well, but I know that's probably not a quiet setup with the off-road headers.
And it's funny because everybody's always asking like, oh, you're not worried about getting pulled over or anything with that loud of an exhaust? I'm like, nah, they don't bug me out here, you know. It might be loud, but they see the car and they like it too.
Let's move to the side of the car. We obviously talked about the wrap, but you got a few different wheels. Talk about your different wheel setups and why you have that.
So I have a couple sets of wheels for the car. I think I'm sitting at about 3 sets right now for the vehicle. I have 2 sets of SVE and a set of Belgians that I usually use for show, which are a set of 20s that are your Belgian 5-spokes, I believe. They're gunmetal gray. Those are usually my show wheels, really big. The 19s I swap out when I go to the track. Those are the SVE GT350 reps. Quality set of wheels. Those Belgians too, I really love those. They're always getting compliments when I have those on the car.
And it's got a great stance too. I really like how the car sits. And also you talked about brakes. You upgraded the brakes a little bit. Now is that a factory Brembo car that you put the power stop kit on?
Yeah, that's a factory Brembo car, put the power stop on. Just slotted vented rotors with the brake pad kit. They work really well. I haven't had any issues with the car getting any brake fade or anything on the track, and those are like 30 to 40 minute sessions of just constant, you know, hammering on the car and hammering on the brakes.
One thing I did want to point out too is a lot of guys like probably haven't seen on, at least I haven't seen on a lot of S550s, the MP Concepts, the lower rockers that you painted. It's pretty radical looking and it works on your car because of the wrap and everything like that. I think it really looks pretty unique.
Yeah, those MP Concepts, I was really happy with them once they were on the car. You know, people are always telling me like, oh, those things are awesome. You know, they make jokes because I had to put the nose step on there because of how wide they stick out from the car.
And people stepping on those things?
Yeah, people trying to step on them, or like I have kids when they come and try to take pictures with the car, they want to stand on that, so I had to put no step on it.
I could see that because just in the few of the angles that I've seen of the car, it looks like, yeah, you might mistake it for like a little, step or something like that. Well, it works too because I feel like that angle of the lower rocker really goes with your quarter window louvers as well.
Yeah, it looks awesome. The louvers, the angles, they just all come together. You know, they got those really sharp angles on them, and they all work together. So it looks real nice.
And then you're kind of rounding out the rear. We got the billet fuel door, but like my favorite part, without a doubt, is the Hurst rear spoiler you got pre-painted.
Oh yeah, I love that thing, man. I like right when it dropped. I remember I was like, you know, I'm not even thinking about it. Just purchase it, and I bought it, got it installed, and I love that it came pre-painted. That made it even faster. It's a badass wing. I always get compliments. They're like, oh, what wing is that? You know, I'm like, oh, it's the Hurst. Go check it out.
Appreciate that, man. How's that color match? Pretty good right out of the box?
Oh yeah, that color match was dead on, actually, right out of the box.
That's what we like to hear. Now, probably one of the most controversial parts, I would say, that you have on the car are those rear taillights, the Raxiums.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a love it or hate it thing, you know?
You know what's funny is I get a lot of shit and people try to tell me, oh, Ferrari taillights, but it's like trying to make it different on the rear end. But I mean, things are forever changing on the car, so you never know what I might have back there next, you know?
I agree, man. I think it looks killer. So I always like to ask guys, like, what's next? I mean, we all have mods that we're thinking about, maybe in the cart or something like that. Is there anything?
I need a drive shaft because I still have that crappy two-piece. I mean, it's been holding up, but next mod will probably be the drive shaft, and then I'll be working more on probably like the bushings, lockouts, stuff like that. And then eventually I plan to get some kind of a supercharger. I don't know exactly which one yet. I have been leaning towards a Pro Charger.
I've had great luck with like the Roush kits or the VMP kits and Whipples. I mean, there's really no wrong answer when it comes to boost, I don't think.
Yeah, as long as you got it.
Absolutely, man. That's awesome. So we're thinking maybe supercharger, maybe some suspension, because you do track the car quite a bit.
Yeah, I did beef up the rear end. I bought your guys' loaded housing with the 355 gears in it.
So would you have a 331 diff in the or gear set in the car?
I got a little doo-doo 331 that they come with stock, you know. They like it for boost, right? But I mean, it's okay.
Well, plus with the Ford Performance rear end kit, I think it comes with the Torsen diff, doesn't it?
Yes.
Which is great for you. You know, road course in the car. That's perfect.
And it's awesome coming out of the corners. That thing just hooks and goes. You know, I don't have none of that little squirrely coming out of the corners. Nah, the car grabs.
Well, listen, I love it. I think it's, you know, I can appreciate like a stock like build, but I can also appreciate something like this when it all comes together and is done right. And I think it looks great, man. It turns heads. One more question I always kind of like to end these things with, Pete, and that's, do you have a name for the car?
Hot Wheels 5.0, that's it.
Boom, there it is. So no mistake in that, man. Well, listen, I appreciate you joining me today, brother. Car looks great, and yeah, thanks for the continued support in business, man.
Thank you.
All right, well, there you go. That was Pete and the Hot Wheels 5.0. Nice job, Pete. We really appreciate you talking with us today. And hey, if you guys want to see more of Pete's modifications for the Hot Wheels 5.0, you can click on the link in the description if you're catching this on YouTube. It'll bring you to Pete's build page back on our site, and you can check out a complete list of his modifications. In the meantime, I'm Justin. Thanks for watching. And for all things Mustang, keep it right here at AmericanMuscle.com.